What's good, y'all, man? On the road with my boys back here. They are chilling. We're about to head to JD Sport. He's talking about Spider-Man. Again, I haven't rode with my sons in a while. You saw Moses back in the day, always going to the different malls with me. But today we're actually going to JD Sports to pick up the Houston Jordan 11s. JD Sports had a list of different stores that are getting those Jordan 11s. So we're going to go there. We also are getting the Vegas as well today. So we're going to be kind of going and flowing and moving and grooving. So this is going to definitely be a fun vlog. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because I have a lot of intel to share with you guys. But heading to the mall right now, this is going to be fun, festive. I have the boys with me right here. We're going to keep these moving. Let's go. Man, it is crazy with these boys right here. So we're about to grab these Houston 11s. We might grab like a decent amount. Because nobody is literally here. They're literally, we're just gonna grab pairs. So let's go and see. Yes, sir. Bam, looking right here. I can believe Chicago's are here. Got the Houstons. Craziness. Taxis. Man. Oh, just secured some of these Jordan 11 Houstons. It's crazy because nobody knows about these here. Again, JD Sports, this is a JD Sports exclusive regarding the bigger retailers. And you saw like, they're just sitting in there. Nobody is going. Like, we're the only people here for the Jordan 11 Houstons. And regarding reselling, they're going for like 320, 330 big sizes on StockX. So I'm gonna be able to move these like crazy. So again, you just gotta understand and know when things are dropping that people don't know. So we're probably gonna hit up a couple neighborhood stores. Then we might hit another JD Sports. JD Sports is the only big retailer that got them. So you see I had to buy my son's stuff. Only way they can, behave on this route. But guys, we're gonna head to the next spot. Again, I'm gonna make at least probably $100 on each pair, getting them for retail. So one of the things that you gotta realize is that when something is exclusive, you are able to make more profit. Like with these Houstons, they didn't drop on the sneakers app. They didn't drop at most places. Like even this JD Sports didn't really have that many sizes. So just understanding to get the right sneakers. And I already got these sneakers right here beforehand in bulk, so it allows me to kind of get more. So again, you can use retailers to start making money like I'm doing now, but there's so many ways to resell. So guys, let me know in the comment section if you were able to get any of the exclusives. Again, you have the Houston, that's the Midwest. You have the West Coast, which is the Mojave, and then you have the East Coast, which is the ATL, the 285. So we're gonna go to a couple more spots, but we got these bad boys here. My boy Carlos got some as well. So we're gonna keep racking them up. This reminds me back in the day during COVID. Go to mall to pick up these pairs. But when things are exclusive, you're able to make more money. So that's the biggest thing, supply and demand, very simple. So guys, head into the next spot and then go over from there. Let's go. Huh? So just got done, grabbed 2 more pairs of size 13 on the Houston 11s. So it seems like a lot of people just don't know about them or they're just not going for them. So now we're gonna keep this thing moving, but definitely able to kind of go there. They had a line earlier, but people really didn't go crazy for them. But I gotta get these boys home because they're causing some problems, but let's go. It's back. Man, we was out for about 2 hours, an hour and a half, grabbing these Houstons right here. Again, all big sizes. We'll probably make $100 each on these. If you take a look, JD Sports, if you have a JD Sports in your area, they probably have the regional exclusive. So taking these out, as you guys saw, I already sold a bunch of these Houston Jordan 11s. Again, they were not at big time, the only big time retailer that got them was JD Sports, and you can only go in store based off the region. So Midwest, it was Houston, East Coast was the 285 Atlanta, then West Coast was the Mojave, and actually have the Mojave right here. So again, the benefit with in store is that you get the pairs, you go in there, and you kind of go from there. But here's the negative in store, guys. And I'm gonna kind of break down, because I've been reselling full time for the past 6 years, almost 7 years, and I've done every single method: Nike outlet, retail stores, bulk buying, wholesale. I've done everything, so I can give you good advice. So with retail, there isn't enough inventory for you to really scale your company. So you saw I bought these Jordan 11 Houstons. I got 5 pairs. I could have went to every mall, but it just takes way too much time. And there's not enough releases where you can actually scale your company. Because again, there's only, when's the next time we're gonna get an exclusive release that you can buy at retail and still make a profit? With this release, $235 after tax, whatever, $245, you have tax exemption, $235. I use my JD Sports discounts. I cannot have profit because they're going for $320, $330. So I can make whatever money that I can. But how many releases at retail actually are going to be able to make you money? Maybe the Black Cats, maybe the Gammas. What else? In January, what's going to be that? So instead of kind of bulk buying, and as you see right here, let's go right here, Mojave. Let's pull this out. Again, I didn't have to do any work. I did not have to go to all these different stores, the JD Sports, the Foot Locker. I didn't have to do that. So I was able to get these right here. Bam, straight to me. And I have enough pairs at the right price point that I'm able to make a profit. So this is really the method that I utilize, because at the end of the day, I'm able to make more money and it saves me time, and I can scale the actual company. And I know you're wondering, hey, Sniper, I don't have the vendors, I don't have the suppliers. If you want to learn how to be able to maximize these, make sure you get to my live training that's actually happening tomorrow, sniperkicks.info. And this strategy, in my opinion, is the best strategy, because you can be super busy. I'm gonna show my guy Fabian here. Fabian did about 60,000 last month, and he's about to do probably over 80,000 this month. And I'll put screenshots here, Gammas, right here, the Black Cats, the Vans, the Timberlands. It's just an easier method that allows you to move forward. So if you want to learn how to do that, make sure you're at my live training tomorrow, and you don't want to miss out. So it just saves you time. Again, retail, you can do it, but you do have some restrictions, because there's not as many releases that you can make profit on buying it at retail, especially with today's market. So that's one of the biggest things as well. Also, there's the Nike outlet approach, and I'm gonna make a whole video how to resell in 2026, which is gonna be super dope. Nike outlets are great, but there's still so much work you need to do. You got to go there every single day. You got to keep making new accounts so you can get the additional discount. Like you can do it, but it just takes so much effort. Only way you can scale something if there's a system and a process that you can repeat every single time. And that's really the process here. So we're gonna actually go inside, get these in the inventory. Again, these actually released today. Funny thing about it, the crazy thing about this sneaker, online, there is actually places that they're restocked and you can get, so you can stay alert online. Online's a little bit more scalable, whereas like if you have botters or botting certain releases, but there's only certain releases that you can buy at retail and still make a profit margin, unless you have, again, your own website or you have a following that will pay more than that market value. So again, I'm just giving you guys kind of what I've seen, what has changed in reselling. You got to adapt or you're going to die. But again, hope all you guys were able to cop the Houstons. Again, a super dope sneaker. All the JDs, not all the JD Sports, but certain JD Sports were able to go, and also your neighborhood stores. You see a neighborhood store here. And then also, again, the Vegas, the Mojave, which is a sneaker that has been hot on my website. So now I'm going to talk about selling a little bit more. We're going to bring these inside, put them in inventory, track what you're doing. Again, we're reselling. If you don't track, you do not care. If you do not track, you do not care. The reason why a lot of the people that I've helped and coached, and I'll put a lot of these people right here on the screen, is because they track what they're doing, and that's why they're able to make a significant amount of income. So we're gonna bring these inside, go over a little bit of selling, talk about these a little bit more. Again, exclusive pair right here, and then we'll be good to go. Let's get it. So now back in the office, and we went out with my kids. Man, it's something else when you go out with some boys that got a lot of energy, but we ended up getting these as well. The Jordan 11, as you see, Mojave, super clean. And like I mentioned before, these are regional exclusive. So there's the Atlanta pair, there's the, right here, this is the H-Town, and this is the Vegas, which is gonna be out in the West Coast. So was able to sell a decent amount of these. Some of these I did do something called drop shipping. And I'm gonna put some photos up here of some guys that I've coached and helped how to do drop shipping, where you have a supplier, that could be whatever it may be, a vendor, that you actually have them shipped to the destination that you want the shoes to go from. So again, you make a profit from that because again, you're charging the end person at a higher price from what you're getting from the vendor, and you're making that money right there. So I've helped a lot of people do that. I'll put some screenshots right there. I'm actually gonna go over that, in my live training as well, because that's a method that's very profitable. So the reason why, again, I went over these two sneakers because of how exclusive they are. Again, one of the things with reselling is supply and demand. If the supply isn't huge and the demand is there, you want to get the sneakers. These didn't drop on the sneakers app, so there was less pairs available. You had to go in store, you had to go to a mom and pop or a neighborhood store. Those are the people that were able to grab it. JD Sports only, I believe, dropped these in stores. If they dropped online, it wasn't that many. And again, the resale value, if you go on StockX, GOAT, eBay, they're at that 320 mark, and retail is 235 on these. So again, you do the difference on that. So regarding selling, guys, again, I picked it up from Finish Line, not Foot Locker. Foot Locker did not have them, but picked it up from JD Sports, and then also having it from a vendor that shipped it directly to me. It just saves you time, guys. I talked about it. I give you a whole spiel about that, but it just saves you time when you have it directly to you. So going with these right here, these probably are my favorite out the whole pack. Let me know which one's your favorite out of the whole pack. But how do you sell these? So there's a lot of ways. Beginners, or what most people do, they'll try to sell these on StockX. If you sell this on StockX, Alias, here's the thing, you'll make money. You'll make money, but they're gonna take fees, and whatever your profit margin is gonna be a lot slimmer. If you sell these on eBay, you'll make more money because they physically see the sneaker, and you can charge higher because you're actually doing more work than a StockX and an Alias. If you use consignment, if you do a StockX Flex, an Alias consignment, you will make more money because they have it in their possession. Therefore, you can charge more because they're going to get it to them. It's going to get to the customer faster. But one of the things that people don't do and people don't realize that you want to utilize all the platforms, the OfferUp, the Facebook Marketplace, the Facebook groups, because there you don't have any fees, and then you can start building a clientele. Any business, you need to build clientele for it to be super, super, super successful. You have the whatnots. Again, you need a following for that. I don't recommend people that are starting off doing the streaming because it does take some time to build that clientele, and also the people that want to see your streams, and they do take fees regarding that. Or you can have your own website. I do my own website. I do something called pre-orders, and I'm going to end with this. There's so many methods, but I'm going to end with this. This is the pre-order method. This is where you have clientele already. You have people secure their pairs before the release day, and then once you receive them, you ship it out to your customers. So that creates cash flow, allows you to make profit guaranteed, and allows you to really move forward. Here's the caveat. If you're going to do pre-orders, you need to fulfill the pre-order. Don't be one of those guys that does pre-orders and can't fulfill it. Then nobody's going to come back to you. And that's some of the things I've helped people do to kind of help them create more cash flow and higher profit margin, in their business. So, I talked about in my last video, the Black Cats, also the Jordan 11 Gamma. Those are sneakers you want to go after this holiday season. I'm telling you right now, they're going to create profit for you, especially if you're able to get it for the right price. Retail, you'll be able to make profit, but if you can get this in bulk for the right price, woo, you'll make some money. So guys, man, again, make sure at the live training, this was a vlog / education on how to resell. Again, I've done every single method, but the best method is being able to take advantage of bulk buying, because it just saves you time with sourcing, man. Like, there's so many people. There's a Skylar that I talked about him before. He works 12-hour days. He doesn't have time to source all day and go to all these stores in the Nike outlet, and he was able to do, I believe, he's close to like 20K. I'll put it right here, about 20K, whatever it may be, and he had no experience. So again, anybody's able to do this, but you got to take the education, and make sure you're at my live training that is going down this Sunday, sniperkicks.info. Do not miss out. Make sure you're there. Click the link, put your information there, put alerts. It's going to be beneficial for you, because sneaker reselling is fun, but you got to know what you're doing and moving forward. Again, cop these today. Again, you saw me at the mall, got these directly to me. And guys, there's a lot more money to be made, so make sure you are tuned in and you're tapped in. I'll see you guys soon. You already know Sniper Kicks is out. Peace.